shit, gotcha, motherfucker.
It all began in 94, kept on rolling in 95. This is where it plays in 96. It came to an end in 97, and now it comes, and here we go. KOF is here again. Nothing's gonna stop it. It's 1998.
Resident Evil 2.
Fuck the checkpoints. Okay, Zoogy, so.
We're playing Resident Evil 2, right?
Yeah. And what did we do last session?
We recorded Daymare, 1998.
And what are we doing this session?
This sounds really familiar. A new conversation we've had recently.
Yeah.
We're recording Daymare, 1998.
Yeah. We lost the audio again, but a different audio this time.
On the bright side, we now know a little more about this game because of research done during that session.
Yeah.
So you don't have to listen to my cursed, like, slow research
Shit.
method and the cursed crinkling of Halloween candy.
Yeah, that's right. So our first session was like right after Halloween, so we just had a shit ton of candy, and we were
And I was
eating,
being a little shit.
eating and chewing all close to the
As
mic.
you were reading notes, I'm just like right up against the microphone. But none of that this time. Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, the fan's still
It's
on.
fine. Nothing important's happening in the game yet. So
No, I'm
this is
just going through the difficulty shit, and now we're gonna get the intro cutscene that we're just gonna sit through, basically. They're knockoff Umbrella, kind of. They're Hades. They're a mix between Hunk's team and Stars.
Glory to the
All that
fighters.
matters on the chessboard are good moves and the actions you
Ah,
take
yes.
to achieve.
Oh, and the
those
janitor is the mastermind.
Plot, I guess.
What I do is
We
bide
assume?
in the
I don't think we've seen the cleaner yet.
where I can strategically
I know
exploit
cleaner's probably
most
supposed to be like a code name,
vulnerable
but I
parts.
like to think that it's really just the janitor.
But this time
And when all
had
the
to be
all the eggheads leave the lab, he goes in and fucks with the knobs and shit. He's carrying out his own plans.
Well, cleaner's usually a
things in the right order.
like a spec ops turn for someone
So I
who
began
come and clean up the
first
bodies.
phase of
Yeah,
my plan.
It's like a mob thing.
you hide the assassinations.
Requesting the evacuation of all remaining
But
personnel. Code
every
blue.
time he's
Repeat,
spoken-
this is a code blue emergency.
And
Please
clearly in the
respond.
beginning here, it's like,
Anyone, please.
I am a mastermind.
My name
of
is
some
Rebecca
kind.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor at the Aegis Medical Facility on the North Ball Islands. We have a problem of some magnitude here. There's a situation in the building that requires. There's been a terrible mishap. I think we
So this will hopefully be a full LP.
Yeah, I think this will be a full LP.
That is the plan. But depending on how certain things go with this session,
Yeah.
there's a chance. Hi, Unreal. This is Unreal, right?
I don't know,
I wasn't
maybe.
paying attention at the boot up.
I wasn't paying attention either.
I was trying to, but I was trying to make sure the video was recording. We weren't getting signal until the menu screen hit, so...
Yeah.
In any case.
That transmission was the last communication out of H's laboratory 12 hours ago. The latest news
Yeah, shit's gone bad.
courtesy of our friends over at the DOD. It seems the corrosive agent in question.
I forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted by the cutscene.
No, it's fine.
Oh, depending on how this session goes.
Yeah. If we lose the audio again, you won't hear any of this, and we'll just.
But if you lose
never
the
play
audio
it
again, the only thing you'll see is a teaser that I made. It's how the save system works.
Oh.
Well, given that
I think the
It's not really a
continues will work fine.
It should.
There's no save point in this game until like 3 hours in.
Yeah, there's no hard save until way late. Like, you play an entire segment, there's like 4 story cutscenes, you're like in your 3rd or 4th location before you hit the equivalent of a Resident Evil typewriter.
Yeah, it's
Kinda
stupid.
nuts for a game that is was a Resident Evil 2 fan remake.
Yeah.
So when you first picked this up,
Oh, so I got this game on a whim. It went on sale for the Halloween sale. It was like 20 or 30% off or something like that. I bought this without knowing anything about it. The exact same impulse that led me to buy Obscure 1 and 2 led me to buy this.
Yeah.
I looked at it and was like, oh, survival horror game. Homages to like Resident Evil 2 and like late 90s, early 1000s survival horror stuff.
You know,
Definitely getting it.
doesn't put us down first.
Just shut the fuck up, Leaf. Goddamn motor mouth.
Don't
yeah.
let him get to you, kid.
So
That shitbird squawks that
when I
anyone
first saw it,
with
it was
fingers
right after. It was shortly after Resident Evil 2 remake came out, and I was looking at. We were looking at the trailers and like, huh, this looks a lot like Resident Evil 2 remake.
Understood, Major.
And I thought it was like
I mean,
a quickly made, like they got like the best pre-made assets they could, and just did their best to do like a kind of like a not high budget, but like
Their Asylum
based,
Pictures version
yeah, the best
of Resident Evil 2.
triple A interpretation. But turns out this was a Resident Evil 2 like remake project from
standing by for the mission.
way before I think the actual Resident Evil 2 remake was like a glimmer in Capcom's eye.
Yeah.
And came out as its own thing. And I think I heard about it a long time ago through some mild controversy because of like a poster that will come up way later. Like, I think someone's likeness used without permission or something. There's a bunch of references to...
Yeah, there's a bunch of
1988
references
shit.
to different famous like movies and games later on when we get to the town section and we can find posters on people's walls and shit.
1998, of course, is the year Resident Evil 2 came out. So
Yeah.
Objective. Over and out.
I believe this game takes place in 1998 as well. So
Probably.
that's the gist of it. But that won't matter right now. We got a fucking Umbrella lab to raid immediately.
Yeah, we start at the lab.
One of them, yeah.
As explained during the brief, the data interchange device is still being tested for field use. Nevertheless, it will become your
I can't
most
run
important
yet, by the way.
resource, allowing you
Yeah.
I have to go through the tutorial,
weapons,
which I know.
consumables, consult maps, health state, and above all, allow you to interact with any type of electronic device. Over.
Okay, I gotta do this. I think it's gonna be under gameplay.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
fix your
there
options
we go.
again.
This has to go down because using the controller with high sensitivity, the reticle just flies across the fucking screen. It's just uncontrollable for me. I don't actually know what assist and auto do. I'm assuming auto just auto targets an enemy when you're aiming.
I guess if you run into an enemy soon,
I can
you
test them out.
Try testing.
Yeah.
Assist might soft lock if you're aiming in the general direction, and then you can adjust.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
because I just played on manual the whole time.
I feel
last
like
time.
manual would be best for like a core survival horror experience anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I can run now.
Sandman to Agent Leave. Judging from the fragments of video we pulled from surveillance, it appears that several tanks labeled CSR-3 have already been attached to the main hoisting unit. I'll stay on standby at the main doors to the freight elevator. Over.
Liev here. Copy that. Objective confirmed. Looks like the contagion leaked out from a couple tanks crammed into the area. There are also sure signs of a firefight and explosive residue. Proceeding with the mission. Over.
Now, if I recall correctly, there's not really anything to pick up out
Nah,
here.
just
Yeah.
meat skeletons to look at. And
Yeah.
bodies.
I'll look closer at those goose skeletons later. Oh, look at it.
That actually came up as a plot thing. Right?
It's a goose skeleton.
Those are explained.
Are they?
I thought something about one of the
one of the like million pages of files we found.
That's
that
right.
you have to go to a
Agent
website online
How's
to
the leg?
decode.
Oh god, yeah.
Remember?
I hate that. I fucking hate that.
It's a neat idea, but it's kind of rough in practice,
It's
especially if you're
terrible.
playing solo because it would take so
That's
much longer to
unfortunate.
pause.
God,
Listen,
fuck
I
that.
need to search this place
Dude,
for
if you weren't
survivors.
here
I'll come
for
back
real,
for you
I
as
would
soon as
never
I
read
can.
any of those files.
Yeah, well,
They're also like
good luck with
half
that.
of them are like novel length,
Yeah, they're
Anyway,
all like 10 pages.
10
I'll
paragraphs
be waiting
each.
here. I just need to rest my eyes a little.
Rest your eyes, huh? I think I can help with that. There you go.
Mission accomplished.
My first mission is complete. Yes. Oh, so I just skipped over it, but this game has a gimmick about reloading. Slow reloading.
Realistic reloads only.
Yeah, you have a limited amount of magazines.
You swap magazines.
And you have to manually fill those magazines. Also, there's a fast reload where you reload real fast, but you drop the magazine straight onto the ground.
It means not putting your old magazine away.
Yeah.
So
We
go
have
remember
division control,
you
Sandman.
dropped it.
Yeah.
I made contact with an Aegis worker. I followed the protocol. I'm now heading to the control room to begin
I'm
loading
covering up
procedures.
everything.
Over.
Yep.
Copy that. This all brings back memories from 94. Especially that day when you opened fire on all those poor innocent people. Or what was left of them. Don't you remember?
Orders are orders, Major, and those innocent people weren't exactly civilians. When you finally get your ass out of
Wait a
that chopper and onto the battlefield, we'll talk about it. Proceeding
Man,
to
he's such a
objective.
dick to Sandman.
Over.
He really is.
I just remembered something. I'm gonna do a little bit of research about 1994.
Oh, okay.
Nope, never mind. What else? I was wondering
Someone
if
must
maybe
have had a lot of
they were
fun
referring
down
to a
here.
movie.
Okay, I'm just going to sum this up because it's 4 pages.
Yeah.
During World War II, the Japanese originally made the virus shit that makes zombies. They tried to use it as their atomic bomb, but the submarine they were transporting it on sunk off the coast of Washington. There you go. I summed it up for you.
Yeah. There might be a lot of that because our patience has been tried. We've been playing a lot of games with a lot of reading. And if you really want to get super deep into the lore, we'll probably read notes in full if and when we get to where we left off.
Yeah, because
But,
then I won't be able to sum it up anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Get that shit.
There.
But also, brain yacht. All those empty carbs are hitting me like a stack of bricks. This video brought to you by our corporate overlords, Jack in the Box. Not
Yeah.
really, though.
We
It's
had
not
that
paid
for
promotion.
lunch.
It just gives us the fuel to sit here for hours on end.
A bank transaction.
For $1 million.
This poor fucker did not get
He has
his
another
$1 million.
note somewhere about him being sad that he's not going to be able to spend the $1 million he finally made.
Yeah, it'd be fucking sad too.
Because, like, yeah, I think he got mortally injured and was able to write something somewhere. Fuck, what was I
More
gonna say?
files. Note to trainee. I don't remember what's in this. I don't think it
this
matters.
is the guy who's wondering if they were making alien hybrids and other weird stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
It's just a welcome letter. And some hints about how to use the power system.
Ha! Another magazine.
Yep. North Blue 2.
Now, if I remember correctly, I have to hit all the ones that are labeled in green. So, RH, SR, LA, SR, SS, CR, CA. I'm probably not going to remember that.
Yeah. It was simpler than we thought. That's security room and server room for sure.
Yeah.
There was 2 SRs, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to double check it again. SRs are done. RHSS-LA.
Reception hall. Submarine shaft, yeah.
I think HA was on there, yeah? Or is it SA?
I don't remember. There is a the reception hall is there though, as RH, right?
Yeah.
Reception/hall.
Yeah, RH. So LACRCA.
CA's cargo area at the top, lab area, LA.
And then CR. There we go. We did it.
Remember to pull the breaker. Oh god, sorry. Smacked the mic. Oh, wait, no I didn't. I smacked my mic, not the mic.
We did it.
There's
We
so many
restored the
microphones
power.
in close proximity. It's a wonder there's no
Oh yeah, I
feedback.
think all the zombies are getting up now. Hey, buddy.
What the
You
hell
do
are
it?
these things?
You good? Okay. Just get stuck in there.
So, something about this game is that we noticed before is it's how can something be so janky and so quality at the same time? Like, it's clear a lot of work went into kind of polishing this up. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of cracks to find.
Yeah, there is.
And I would...
That was totally this. I think that's the lab door sounds from Resident Evil. Because I think it's just
Yeah.
the public domain sounds.
Oh yeah, Leon's in this. I forgot who he plays again. The original Leon Kennedy is a voice in this. Like, it can't be understated how much of this is a.
They put a lot of
overstated
work into this game.
Yeah, it also can't be overstated how much that is. I think Resident Evil 2. Like, we really like Resident Evil 2, you guys.
Yeah.
And I feel that. I also really like Resident Evil 2.
That was a great fucking
In fact,
game.
I'm tempted to go back and play the other routes I didn't play.
We should definitely play it sometime.
To be clear, I'm talking about the original Resident Evil 2, not remake. I also love remake. But there's some things the original game did a little better. Mostly in regards to its, like, campaigns, even though there's some plot holes.
Yeah, the different routes and stuff.
Yeah, there isn't really different routes in the remake. Because there's, like,
Agent Leave, Sandman here.
cut corners in that regard with, like, shared bosses and
Head back to the
timings that
cargo
don't
bay
quite
and
make
take the
sense.
freight
But
elevator from there. Over.
that's
he only
okay. It
took
would have
two.
been... That game already looks like it was incredibly expensive to make, and I know it would be even more had they tried to
Oh yeah.
replicate all of the zapping systems and varieties of storyline branches from the original.
Yeah, it's got its limitations, but
Yeah.
remake is fucking great.
There's
I
something
love
down
that
below.
game.
It looks like a huge submarine with markings
there
that
it
resemble
is.
biohazard symbols. And could the flag really be Japanese?
Dude, you read that document.
He just grabbed it. It was all for us.
Pasteurizing big shots call us in to mop up.
You turn that into intel later, they figure it out.
Over.
It's not Leave's job to figure out what actually went down here. He's just gonna
Kill everyone
he
and grab
finds.
all the files.
Yep. Take this. Oh, he's not done. Mash.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
shit.
there's punching. I forgot there's a melee button. That's something that's different.
Oh, you can kill them with melee. Okay.
Oh, she's not dead.
Never mind. You just stun them.
Better find some ammo.
Slowly walk backward and change course. Yeah.
Okay, he's down.
There's some really long stubbles. You're never
Yeah.
quite sure.
They'll hang around, just sort of falling all over themselves. I might as well eat that fucking candy bar.
Yeah, and the first time we played this, what that lady didn't come up until much later. In fact, I don't think we saw a zombie ever get up from falling down until another gameplay segment.
Until I used the shotgun to start knocking people over.
Because I was wondering if they did something similar, because I was like, RE2's big thing, the remake's big thing, before you know the tips and tricks, or if you just don't care. Compared to previous games, it was far less clear when a zombie was dead. So, like, you would never know if they would, You still not? No, she's just down. 3, 4. That's probably good. Probably.
Yeah, blood pool.
Oh, it even has the blood pools.
Yep.
I see. Okay, that makes things easy to tell then. It's just because it's, you know, that realistic art style, you have to, like, really look for it.
Yep.
Wait for it.
React to mission control. Elvis has left the building.
Understood. We'll take it from here, Agent. If the weather gets any worse, we might experience comm interference. Proceed to your next objective. Emergency channel open. Over.
But yeah, that was its big thing. Like, zombies were, like, kind of a big threat until you
Figure
realized
them
how to
out.
deal with them. Yeah. Whew. Takes a lot of shots sometimes.
Jeez.
Was that 4 to the
4
head again?
hits. Yeah, blood pool's in the wrong spot.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it was the last damage spot. But, like, she stumbled forward a little, shot her in the head.
And I was supposed to save the last one for myself.
I think that was a bit of dialogue we didn't get before.
Running out of the clip.
Yeah. I'm wondering how many different barks they have for the characters.
I have no idea. So you notice, unlike other survival horror games where you would try to run around zombies, in this one I'm just killing everything. You get plenty of ammo in this game.
I imagine unless you're playing on a hard difficulty, you'll be fine on ammo. You just need to be diligent about keeping everything together. Also, this first segment is like, Leave's gonna fucking murder everything in here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There was parts later.
I can
not
avoid
spoiling anything,
zombies
where
later in the
avoiding
game.
was better.
Because you do change characters in this
Slightly
game.
different tone and gameplay.
Yeah, Sam has a more classic survival horror feel because he's just some dude that lives in the town.
Yeah, minor spoilers. There's multiple characters. Lots of stuff going on.
Okay.
Yeah, look through this stuff. But yeah, I was wondering, how could a game be so jank and so quality at the same time? And yet, since our last session, Jedi Fallen Order has come out.
Yep, I don't know a fucking thing about it.
Oh, well, it's very quality, but also very jank. But most of the jank is related to, I'd say,
shit.
experimenting with new technology. for the
Fuck
game.
that.
There's a lot of, like, procedural animation and stuff. A few things that...
Here we learn how to combine stuff.
Things that, for the most part, like, work fine, but at times are a little distracting. Like, the performances are good, but there's a lot of stuff that'll occasionally bug out. Combat with creatures is a little funky. It's like a weird... If you know nothing about it, I'm going to sum it up in 1 or 2 sentences.
Okay.
It's Star Wars.
Yep.
But it's also Uncharted and Dark Souls.
At
the same time.
does it have like a Dark Souls death thing going
Yes.
on? Oh shit!
It has
That's where you were.
bonfires. It has stamina / Sekiro parry shit. Or it has a more. It doesn't have like a Dark Souls like character growth high stats like crunch system. It only has like a modern like adventure game skill point tree thing that just unlocks moves and gives you some passive stuff.
Okay.
But yes, it has bonfires that respawn enemies.
It has fucking bonfires.
It has a lot of exploration. Yeah, they're forced meditation circles or whatever.
Oh man.
But the plot is, you know, very heavily narrative. The main character is not like a dude you build. He's a guy.
Yeah.
So like it's a Souls-inspired like action adventure game. It's not really in the same genre, but
yeah.
Some of the combat stuff and like map design is straight out of Souls.
Okay, so here's basically the gist of what's going on in the lab. They're
Super
testing
soldiers.
the weird zombie virus. I forgot exactly what it's called. In order to make
there's-
this thing called Pollux.
Yeah, there's Pollux.
To make immortal super soldiers.
There's
Because, of course, that's what they're trying to do.
Just like the actual Biohazard Resident Evil series, there's multiple viruses.
Yeah. These ones are named after old Greek myths.
Yeah, and they were trying to accomplish the same things, or one's like an evolution of the other, or whatever. But long story short, we're making bioweapons in the not necessarily to make bioweapons, but in the pursuit of creating super soldier serums. And
yeah,
they just kind of try to figure out what to do with the failed experiments afterwards.
Pretty much.
And things went bad here.
This is a hint for the puzzle. Basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to match the temperature
Reroute,
to the
make
container
temperatures.
unit
Yeah.
with this little panel.
Get the
over
right
here.
one open, or all of them open, whatever.
We got to do all of them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think naturally if you get the one you want to open, it has to open all the others, the way the puzzle's set up.
Probably has to do with the chamber's cooling system.
But yeah, you're getting the Pollux sample.
Okay.
You
Let's
have to
see.
empty
Chamber
existing
2. There, that needs 20 degrees positive. And this is chamber 1, which needs negative 15.
So yeah, Fallen Order is a bit janky, but it looks pretty fun overall. It's got it really excels at so I haven't seen or played the full game yet, but out of all of the new Star Wars stuff since Disney acquired it, this feels the most Star Wars.
Gotcha.
Like, it captures the Star Wars, like the classic Star Wars feeling very well. Like the dialogue, the visual presentation, all that stuff is great. Tons of stormtroopers. Unlike most Souls games, they're just enemies that generally die in one hit.
Okay.
It's like a bastard child between like a Souls game and like Jedi Academy. But like when you fight creatures, they tend to have like larger health bars, and when troopers are equipped with melee weapons, if you don't get a lucky hit on them, you know, they might have to like break their defense like in Sekiro. So it's not too anachronistic with the lightsaber fights. But yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff going on in it. Like, there's some complaints to be made, but I think overall, if you're into Star Wars, it'll be like, it's something that's worth checking out.
Yeah.
Respawn makes good games, so. Even if it is a little rough around the edges at times. Or because you can try to run in a circle and watch your character wig out as the animation doesn't know what to do. Because it's like AI-generated animation.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts. Like, a lot of the movements look, when you're playing as intended, it usually looks okay, but some of the movements are kind of stiff. looking. It's really bizarre. It's like, this game looks amazing, and then sometimes it looks fucking awful.